I suppose I definitely fall within the kind of camp of people who feel that there is quite a lot of harmful impact on society through social media, and that social media companies have been allowed to get away with quite a lot. So I I sort of feel that whilst I can understand that um, uh, there might be all sorts of reasons why we would prefer to allow people to, um, you know, there might be all sorts. I mean, when you think about, I don't know, people who are in countries where they live under a very restrictive regime, and they might not want Facebook, for example, to have their details, and because they fear that those details might get passed on to the police, for example. But if we're talking about, European countries and so on, I think if we are able to force social media companies to deal with that data responsibly by, for example, deleting everything that they don't keep your ID details, essentially. I don't have a problem with that initial, right, I need to double check that you're over 18 before I let you on. But that's I understand that not everybody feels that way, because some people are more fearful about what happens if they use your ID. But then again, there's these age verification videos as well that wouldn't necessarily be quite as intrusive, maybe.
Does the act define what is a harmful post or harmful data, or does the government leave that up to, let's say, Instagram to figure out if this is harmful or not?
Okay, so when it comes to, so we've got the two types of harmful, haven't we? We've got the illegal, the stuff that's illegal, which exists in legislation. So you have legislation which tells you what is and is not illegal. In terms of what constitutes harmful but legal, in relation to children and under 18s and protecting under 18-year-olds, the Act does have a list of things that it includes as harmful. So it will include things like, say, for example, some types of, I mean, I'm thinking about hate speech in particular because that's my area of expertise. It will include types of hate speech that are not illegal, but which might be seen as harmful. It's much, much broader when it looks at what constitutes harmful but legal material in relation to children.